Hello there, I hope that you're doing well. I am a little less tired? Question mark? Long story. I don't know if it's worth telling. Anyways, let's get started.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim. Yes, I am the guardian of the ashes. I have waited years for this. It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea. I do not know, and I do not question. When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise. I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived, and I have lived a very long time. Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food. I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will. You already know. What else is there to tell? When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory.
Okay.
And guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren. No, our Andraste has... The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true... It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss. The Maker will sit in judgment of them when the time comes. You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if still, it is not my
Hi,
place
Snow
to
Owl.
decide your worthy. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes. Before you go, there is something I must... I see that the path that led you here is not easy. There is suffering in your
I had a
past.
pretty messy
Your
day
suffering
today. Not that
and
messy.
the suffering of others. Jarwin was discovered by the Templars. You were helping him. Tell me, do you think you failed, Jarwin?
No. Joan did that to himself. He tricked me. What are you talking about?
do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't...
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions...
What's past is past.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things... You could have shielded him from the killing blow.
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. I wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past.
Is this part of the trial where you just read everyone for filth?
Used to spread the word.
Do you know not that your shoes do not match your belt?
Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to us.
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, when your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open.
Maker's first children. The spirits, glorious beings that populated. Yeah.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak? A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping.
Okay.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak? It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain.
Why is there a checkerboard on your head?
I speak.
Mafarath. Mafarath's the one that sold Andraste out.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her, I loved her too.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak? Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Oh my god, you killed her?
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak? Yes, Hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tiventer Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the war. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw...
Okay.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak? Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tiventer into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky, no more fitting a tomb.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak? Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice.
Implication on the underlying moral of the story.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
I can teach everybody how to code. Or are you talking to the spirits?
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
I don't know if it would slay. I think it sounds really boring.
I didn't think I'd fool you, but am I really a spirit, or is all this in your mind? And fate, perhaps? Honestly, I don't know. I am part of the Gauntlet, I am Jowan, I am you. All these statements are true.
You're not Jowan.
No, that is not my intent. You have come so far since I saw you last. The last vestiges of your I have something for you. Use it well.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know what you gave me. That's cool. You know, that's true. I probably would. I'd probably make it fun, you know, where, like, instead of naming things X and Y, I would just call it, like, ass and dick. Because, you know, obviously that's the quickest and easiest way to make something gay. Fun and gay. Oh, great, we're fighting against each other? That's great. How cliche. We're fighting ourselves. go. On loved her disciple, she loved the Maker as we have faith in the Maker, so we must have trust in our friends. Okay.
Hey, you see those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or
7
stand
for the
on them?
first time.
Aster, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you?
Okay, this part is actually gonna be boring, so I apologize.
I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start. Right there. Solid, we can make it across.
Okay, work. I don't have the patience to do this on my own, so I don't care. I don't care if I'm using a guide for this. This is stupid. And would probably take a very long time. Okay. Boop. Then...
As you like.
Do I just die? If it doesn't happen? And then... Okay, I guess maybe it wouldn't be that bad. I don't know. I don't want to do it. Work.
Fascinating. How do you think that was accomplished? Mirrors? Magic?
I don't know what to say.
Cast off the trappings of worldly life. We have to strip. Very, very horny, right?
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste.
Everyone else is just casually standing in
like
fire.
her, you have been cleansed. You have proven...
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Oh, God. Oh! Okay. Glad that didn't take too long.
Hello.
I hope that these lead to the same place. Even though it's minimum? That's creepy. We left, but there was a whole thing in front of... Okay, never mind. Let's not question it. Also, there's a dragon near us, and it's terrifying, and we're not gonna fight it yet.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it? Is that? There's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Omega, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean? Tests? Perhaps my research will not seem so much like... We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn. But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you
I agree. We cannot... You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi.
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the earth.
I will spread this good news or die trying. I must return home. I have much to... I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of... I hope to...
I won't kill you. Because you have good intentions, but that's a real stupid idea. How long do you think until someone tries to take a piss in those ashes? So is it like mass except everyone dresses in black? That's funny.
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
See them. Dark
Get off my back? On your guard, Rick! I'll get on it.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchant. They're young.
Okay. Uh-oh, one of the mages died. Sorry. Oh, both of the mages died. Great. So you're taking no one.
Now is better than later.
Great job protecting them.
You return. Might you have news? You have? Wonderful.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill.
Tegan?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor?
He lives, though many others are dead.
Dead?
Much has happened since you fed.
Then tell me. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service? Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will... And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of...
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill my... Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end. I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance of fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. That it will be but a claim. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause.
but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a... I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred. Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain.
And what about me? Does anyone...
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you...
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet. A gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Senna.
I was told that
There,
majority of the time the
Ferelden
ashes
can
you get
decide
if
who
someone
shall rule,
also has some leftover
one
ashes
way or
from
another. Then the
right?
business of
That makes
fighting
sense,
our
right?
true foes
They don't have time to clean the incinerator between every
I
person,
do not wish to
right?
proceed without your blessing.
So romance. Carrying pieces of other people, isn't it?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet, does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not. Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted... If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and a... I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened. You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. We could attempt to wage a military campaign.
No, but not...
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude. That everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him. So that he... Very well. But before we proceed, I believe...
He does.
Have him brought here to... Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed
Can't we
everything
just see
I
you?
cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
Do we help him? I guess we help him, right? That's hilarious. I want my headstone in Comic Sans. He seemed...
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Do we give him to the Circle of Magi? I mean, he was nice, but he's also stupid, you know? He became a blood mage because he was tired of being weak, and he tried to kill the Arl, and made our lives pretty hard, because he was hired by Loghain. Okay, fine.
That I cannot do. Jowan, I hereby turn...
Thank you, my lord.
Now,
Okay,
back
that
to the
didn't
matter
do
of the
anything.
landsmeet.
I told him
It
to
will
let
take
him
some
go.
time to recall my forces and organize our allies.
Why are you asking
I
me
would
what
prefer to
I
wait
want to
until
do if
that
you're not
is
gonna
done
fucking
before
listen to me?
landsmeet.
My lord.
In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treatment.
My husband lives thanks to you.
We are still not
grateful.
yet
You
ready
have
to
restored
call the
Eamon.
landsmeet
I
great.
am most grateful.
Pursue your
It's up to him
dreams
what
and
happens
return
next.
with new
If anyone
you
can
are
force
at all
an end to
interested.
the civil war, he can.
Ugh. Okay. I need to level them properly. Can we just give Alistair the shield? Yeah. Ooh. Cool, I'll take the other Redcliffe shield, I guess. Spell Wisp. Regeneration, mass regeneration. Heroic defense. Haste. Nice. And for Lily. Yeah. I'm like, let him run for his life at least a little bit longer, huh? Okay, work. Let's see, who do we go to next?
But get back into it! You think you're swinging a broom?
I guess... Should we go to Orzammar? Or should we go to... Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to recruit the... Do we want to go to the dwarves? Or do we want to go to the Dalish elves first? Just gonna go to the party camp real quick. While we deliberate.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower? Ah, yes. The first time I saw an abomination, it was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Who is closer? I'm not sure. Let me check. I don't think it'll make it that much of a difference to us.
One slip. All it takes. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say. Of late, I have begun to wonder if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity. Because every mage lives with this. Do not trouble yourself.
On your order, Grey Warden. The Jarl was generous, but we're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed.
Oh, so now we can... You want me to give you money? Why? Okay, let's check first. Maybe there's a map? Yeah, okay. So we're here at Redcliffe, right? So... Let's see. I think the forest... And... I guess the Frostback Mountains is probably where we'll find... There isn't any other spot, so I'm guessing that this is where we're gonna find Orzammar. We're here. Frostback Mountains is just like a little closer, but it's pretty much equidistant, funny enough.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy... I'm sure you'll...
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Oh, emptying. Everything is so exhausting.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Also in the other games? Yes, he's in the other games. Oh, really?
You called. I am hardly surprised. To put it, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Yeah, I think I stopped watching after the second season. Whenever they're in the new timeline.
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell. Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better. You can learn to find it in... Shall we move on? There is... You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things, like bread, but sweet and crumbly. Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied. Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd, and I miss the smells of Saharon. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs. True. Shall we move on? As you would.
Oh, cool. Not that it matters, we're not going to use them.
Something on your mind?
Also, you guys will notice that the textures are fixed.
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that... Perhaps. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templar. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two. Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey... So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the... I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder... They'll send someone eventually. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the right. So that means whatever happens, I mean, eventually we would have to use them. But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Lyrium and some other... Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us. That's a good question. If we go north and cross... About something on your mind? Of course. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. I keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days. Brings a tear to the eyes, you know. Oh, sure. They say you don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a... I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some... Using the abilities I have came after years of education and discipline that was difficult to achieve, if rewarding. The sword training and religion... I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Ward. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? We won't always be traveling like this, you know, although that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. I suppose you're right. Anyhow...
I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and my question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Of course it is afterwards. The ravishing part is a given. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
We're gonna romance him, right? Because he's our only option to be gay. So I'll lean into it.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another day.
Ooh. Zevron, you need to calm your tits.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Olay.
Wait, who's the fired writer?
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing. Aveline, for that is what they called her, she learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show they bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the Grand. Aveline won many events, and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Aveline had already bested him. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva... Silence fell upon the arena as
but the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he. The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Olay so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline, and to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier. I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago.
Men.
It all... Have heard of Flemeth? Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of... They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you. Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as... When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty. Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar... Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for them. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the... Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for... The demon possessed Flemeth, turning her in... The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari Wild. Chantry lore says it is, in ages past, the mages of the...
We're just getting through this, so I'll just skip this part. I think we got this part.
Thinking, they invaded his golden city, but they were impure. The Maker cursed them. Any land that was touched by the taint.
2? I get 2 approval from listening to all your stories?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so where are we going, guys? Are we going to the forest to find the elves, or are we going to the dwarves? Oh, I know, we have a tie. If only we had Instagive here for a tiebreaker. Flip a coin. Okay, heads, short, the dwarves, and yeah. Heads, dwarves, and tails, elves. Tails. Elves. almost about to be a blood mage. Almost. So we're so close. I can taste it. Can you taste that?
No one's getting out alive!
I tried to be merciful.
Now it's better than later.
I never liked this part. Let's end this. Defend yourself. Come and get it. I'm hurt. I need help. I need healing.
Someone's going to talk, and it sure won't be me!
Right ahead.
Oh god.
Right ahead.
I'll get on it. All right.
Oh, I should also tell you guys about the date that I had. It's nothing too interesting. You know, we didn't hook up or anything. Because, you know, that's the only
get on
interesting thing, right, is sex. But, yeah, I'll spill a little bit. It's one date. I won't name names.
Got it.
Can I give that to Liliana? Nope.
Now it's better than later.
We should probably empty more of our stuff, huh? Yeah. Okay, we need to go back to camp after hitting the Brazilian forest. Whoops! Uh-oh.
I fell.
Yes, we can see that.
For a moment there, I thought it was all over. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is...
Hold, outsider. You may be of my kind, but you're not Dalish. Why are you here? And what business is that? Seeing Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you.
Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time.
I understand, but this...
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
No, I don't see.
Answer my question first. You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. This will require some...
That's not how treaties work. You guys remember what I said? People are like...
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always...
Yeah, are we gonna do a Solas romance? I'm totally down. I don't think I've done that before.
Would be lying in wait for us. They...
We have to be a lady, though. That's fine, though.
Back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
You should be.
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands and the humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days...
Werewolves are beasts not unlike abominations.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests, they are savage. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an... The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
There's an option that says, but you're gonna ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is
I know,
now his heart brought to
now
me,
that we know the
I
lore
could
behind it, but
destroy
that's
the
what makes
curse.
it so brilliant, though, right?
But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of
Maybe we'll find Jacob from Twilight.
We would assist with the Blight, of course, and you would have our gratitude. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest, where there is so much death. But if you can indeed help, then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Go on, then.
must say,
Argument of
thought
some
the
else with the
Dalish
knowledge.
were much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
All right.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you. Please do not lie to me.
Damn it. My coercion is max. What are you talking about? Maybe we can just sell stuff here.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Fen Harel. First appearance.
Now is better than later.
Trickster and traitor. Oh, you have no idea.
Yes, of course.
There are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
Gillanon, Mother of the Hollow.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
This voice actor sounds very familiar.
They are the noble beasts that pull
I guess
our
they
Veilguard,
are reclaiming
what
them,
humans
yeah.
call land ships. They are
But
our
they don't know, that's the
companions
problem.
and our guides. We ride the Hala, but in return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. I fear she may have been bit. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. You are very
How do we help it then? I don't have survival skills.
Got it.
Allow me. I could do that for you. It's done.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and...
My actions bring me...
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak... Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need? Yes. The Keeper sent word that you might ask.
There is a large chest by the Araville where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need. I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have I am no merchant, but...
Ooh. Oh god, here we go. Backpack! Yay!
My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? The few towns we have visited in my time have been... I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Oh, this is Ashley from Mass Effect, right? Tall twinks.
Being accustomed to pain and... It is said that one day we will have a land of our... When that day comes, all elves... I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us? And yet, even if some regret... A poet once wrote, but you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have... I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different... I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans... I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. Though long years of reflection have... I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that. And the bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he no one could stop him. I sat there, and I watched. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan. It's possible I might have... Zathrian offered to take me back, but the clan is my family. Any others out there? For now, perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I am not a keeper. We Dalish have old traditions. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of our I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. No, Zathrian told me that time would take away. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the... They have reason. Since the days of our Lathan, my people have been either... It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed our Lathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently, and our immortality destroyed. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought. Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance. Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in our Lathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for. That was our second homeland. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too. And you wonder why we are hostile.
Yeah, in Orlais.
It requires an individual. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. Certainly. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian him. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are... He lost his family. A very long time ago. As... You have betrayed the trust of my clan, and no doubt stolen from us. Zathrian shall hear of this, I assure you. I don't want them back. If you... I cannot believe you took the... I suppose I should not be surprised.
I would like to not make them that mad. I thought we could... I thought you wouldn't be as mad at me. That makes sense, that's fine.
I am a bit curious of the outside. What an odd thing to say. I mean about the outside world, of course. I hear the human cities are very large. How very... I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult... What about you? What was life like amongst the humans? Yes, I suppose that would be a better life. I have one more question, though I'm not sure. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. I came to the Dalish out of... They have reason. We did not know how to... The Tevinter Imperium. Not to my knowledge. Yes. We worship the Creator. And then we were enslaved in time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy... One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. They called it the Long Walk. Your own task to help... Certainly. I was the only survivor. I can only imagine what would have happened. When he saw me, the fury in... Perhaps one day, when I am I had to compete against the clan is placed without a keeper. I came to the Dalish at a very young age. He is also a very...
Okay. Oh, did I level up? Oh. You said that I leveled up! Lies. Oh my god, I am so hot. I am very, very sweaty right now. Oh my goodness. Here, I need to turn on the AC. I'm gonna be a puddle. It's only 6, and I was eager for stream to finish. That is not like me. Okay, so let's do a quick story time for... Oh, do you like my shirt? It's a great shirt. I enjoy it. We love knives and roses in this house. All right, so we met up. Right? We made plans even though it was a little shaky because we were talking about dinner the day before and then I was like, okay, how's this time? And he was like, sorry, I can't do that because I have spin class, right? And I was like, okay. Anyways, we settle on a place that's like kind of in between us. And it was really nice. It was nice. He's really, really cute. He's super cute. I like, if I'm gonna be mean, I wish that he was like a little bit tall, just a little taller. But he's cute. And like I don't think, oh, I said this already, right? So he's not just part of the army, he's a captain. So that means that he got money. And I won't tell his whole life story, but he's from he didn't come from a lot. He's from the East Coast. And yeah, but he's got money. He's cute and he has money and he takes care of himself. And he's organized. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? And he's spiritual too. That doesn't matter so much to me. I think I'm always like a little, I guess, not concerned about, but I'm usually like scared of people who are more spiritual than me. Not because I'm super spiritual, but because I'm like, as long as like you don't like go off the deep end type of spiritual, you know, like thinking that like medicine, like modern medicine and science doesn't work, you know, then we're cool. I think he's not like that. And I think the main thing that, you know, I'll still like see him. Like I would like to know him more for sure. I think I had really good conversations with him. I'd like to have a conversation with him when my voice is intact, you know, and I don't have to worry about hawking a loogie at him. But my main concern is the fact that he's not just a member of the army, he's active duty. Which means that based on what I understand, he's not guard and he's not reserve, right? So are those the categories? Yeah, guard, active guard, and reserve. I don't know anything about this. This is definitely one of my knowledge blind spots. So the fact that he's active, like, that also concerns me because I'm like, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna need to have a conversation if we get serious on like, are you planning on retiring? Are you going to stay a career army person? You know, I don't know if I really see myself or being well equipped mentally and emotionally to like do long distance for like a majority of the year, you know? And, you know, I know this sounds crude, but, you know, if he does die, I get to inherit all of his money. Hopefully, so. But, you know, I would never wish that on anybody. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. So, yeah, that's my main concern is, like, developing feelings and then, like, having to deal with, like, him not being here for a long time. Because I have a friend who is, like, an army spouse. But it's a little easier because he's guard. He's not active. So I think it's a little bit more chill and lax. So yeah. That's Army Man. He's very, very cute, though. Very, very cute. that's probably one of the reasons why I was willing to, like, not bend over backwards, but, like, rush over to see him, just to see what it's about, you know. Yeah, that's kind of it. Okay, we'll go back to the game now.
Hello? I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. I suppose there's no harm in it. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could... I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter. You are... So you would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that? I could reward you. I have a tome on our history written. If nothing, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands. And I am very grateful. So, have you found a pelt? Ah.
Did I sell all of my pelts? I guess I did. Fuck. Or maybe I gave them away. I don't remember.
What are you...
No.
Now then, please forgive my distractions. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we... I have nothing left at the The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect them. I would be hesitant, eh? You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the iron bark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am...
Andaren Atishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been...
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has... None of us are happy about this situation. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own... Well, perhaps you could help me with it. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much.
Places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
Let's see, let's equip Liliana. Yeah.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Got it.
These are a lot of shields. I don't need shields.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Favorite Canadian? Celine Dion?
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
You sound bored of everything.
You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief. But I wish you good fortune.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
I guess we're going the other way? Yeah, I went the wrong way. Oh.
Let's try not to get too lost. It's easy to get turned around in a place like this.
Oh god. Is this one of those magic forests where if I have to... where I'm gonna go the wrong way all the time? And I'm gonna, like, end up at the beginning of the damn forest? Oh. More? More? Yes, okay, more.
Here comes trouble!
Oh god.
I'll get on.
I'm going to
Oh no, it's a Templar. Is this another gift for Liliana? Oh, I thought we already gave her one. Yeah, we did. Okay.
Oh, how dear of you.
Oh.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. Another of the Dalish come to put us in our
Do I look
place,
like a Dalish to you?
to make us pay for our attack. It makes no difference to us. You speak to Swift-Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch. Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk. We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed. I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot. Come, brothers and sisters.
We just need, like, less than 2,000 experience. And then we can be blood mages. Blood mage. They do look like hedgehogs, right? They look very, very 2000s. There is a 2000 style of werewolf too. We all know this. What is the ideal form of a werewolf? I can equip Alistair with something that's anti-nature, because I'm pretty sure that Nope. Nope. Oh, another Templar. Oh, god damn it. Oh no.
Who comes? We were sent to find Witherfang. Bring his heart. Attacked.
Should we... Should we loot his equipment? People probably wouldn't like... Our team probably wouldn't like us for that. Fine, we'll take him back to the stupid Dalish camp.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one... Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him.
Ma Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
And the wolves, they're very triangular in body. Again, very 2000s. Very Danny Phantom. It looks like the same model that the first Witcher game uses, actually. Because you bet your sweet Biddy that they had werewolves in that game too. How come... Excuse me, how come we can't cross? Does this not look like a bridge to you, chat? Is this not a bridge? God damn it. Oh my god. So many dead ends, Jesus Christ. This map is not helpful. This map is not mapping. Oh god.
Kill them all.
Oh god.
Now it's better than later.
Then let's... Kill the ogre!
Let's see some blood.
You are but a trifle to me now. Got you. Ooh. Things. Oh, fuck me. Why?
All right.
Oxbone? That's for the dog. Okay, I don't care. We don't care about that. Tombstone before you. what do we have over here? Fallen tree. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god, Sylvans! Ew! I hate these things. They're so scary. I don't like fighting trees.
Now is better than later.
That was terrifying. Did that scare you too? Because that scared me. I was like, ah! I got that horrible feeling like when you're playing a horror game. I hate those things. I don't like those. I don't like them. I don't like them. Fucking. Oh. I don't like them. I don't like these alive trees. I don't like them.
You're gonna regret this.
Thankfully, we killed them quickly. Oh god, not another one. I hate them. I don't want. I don't like that we can't.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
Can't you see me? I'm a werewolf. No.
Ah, thou speakest of the others, how filled they are with hate. Allow me a moment to welcome thee.
The world is certainly full of marvelous, unexpected creations.
Wow.
And unless thou thinkst
Thanks for that, Liliana.
too soon,
Really glad that you added that commentary.
might I ask of thee a boon? I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, athleap, all I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. My wooden skin has some magic, see? And part of the forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee.
Perfect.
Willst thou then perform the task? Go to the east.
Really? Okay, Mr. Grand Oak, can you help us? No? I really hope we don't accidentally hurt Mr. Oak. Mr. Oak! Professor Oak. See, here, another one. This is my shroud. Bedrolls are covered with leaves.
This is strange. The werewolves would not use such a camp, would they? Whoever this belongs to must be nearby.
This is a trap.
The elven hunters didn't set this up. How strange. And yet it all just seems so friendly.
Oh no. No!
Perhaps we're being too hasty in leaving. I'm too old for all this.
This is so creepy. I hate it. Don't. Stop. 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 Stop.
Rest, so long as we're watchful.
Great. All of these answers are yes, we should rest. Oh god. What is that? Okay, let's kill it.
I'll get on it.
No? Nobody else wants to help? Thank you. Jesus Christ.
How long has that spirit lingered there? And how many has it preyed upon?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh god, here we go.
I'll get on it. Now is better than later.
Do you guys like how the Grand Oak is literally right there? You didn't think to warn us? You didn't think that other passerbys would have come by and you're like, oh,
I wonder where they are. They could not have gone far.
literally right here, baby.
Something I can help with?
All right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
we didn't loot this. It was for oh. Oh god, not again.
Alright.
Our elf warrior is so pretty, but he's really got too much of a mouth on him. Someone needs someone needs to slap him. Talk shit, get hit. East Brazilian Forest.
Now is better than later.
They're so cute. Oh god, here is another one.
It's a good day to die.
I'm gonna give Liliana the dust ring before I forget. Oh, reduces hostility, that's nice.
I think
Oh god.
this way some. Let's maul it.
Okay.
Get on it.
Oh no!
Please. Help. Listen. I fled into...
Careful. These werewolves might have laid a...
You are... an elf, but not one of the Dalish. I was, until my change. Have you seen what the Keeper sent you? Then you seek Witherfang. I have, but my name is denied.
Oh, the poor woman, she's in...
The staff I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I want him to be at peace. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Magic will not work again. I will tell you what I know. Then know this. The werewolves are no longer. There is a ruin in the center of the forest. You may fight. I can tell you no more. The pain, it is too much.
Do we kill her? I feel so bad. If you break the curse, she won't be there. Okay, great. That's fine. I guess we don't have a choice. Sorry, gal.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
We probably could have saved you if you just gave us a little bit more time. Impatient much. Yeah, it apparently if you refuse to kill her, then she'll just attack you, so you have to kill her either way.
Was there a city here once? Was it built in the past?
Excuse me, Ogre, we're trying to have a conversation here. Oh god, two? Yay, Alistair, good job.
The ladder so you can get off my back.
Okay, Liliana, stop being a copycat. We get it, Liliana. White women, am I right? Always stealing from white men. Typical. Tis a joke. I jest. Oh god. I don't want to keep throwing away my stuff, but I don't have a choice. I hate inventory management so fucking much. Ooh. That looks juicy. Well, I guess it's actually not that good. I still want it, though. I hope we don't die. Oh god. I don't want to die. Oh god, Alistair's about to die. Win, what are you doing? Are you busy with something? Are you busy being old? Great job, Win.
Very well.
Also, Alistair, why aren't you tanking them?
Now it's better than later. Wounded badly.
Ooh. Wait, is there more?
Now is better than later. Now is better than later.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Oh god.
I shall. Right away.
Okay, anything else wants to fuck with me? And does he get... Wait, so is... Hold on. Acorn. Dalish. Grand Oak. Trading with the Mad Hermit. Oh, okay.
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to? Mayhap I did and mayhap I didn't. Have you come to claim? Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade. Wouldn't I have to ask you a question first? Would you know a question if it was asked? I don't know. Are you mocking me? But those are the rules.
Be careful, Grey Warden. This is...
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not? I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
Okay.
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something in... Suddenly it all becomes clear. As a matter of fact, yes. I do have that tree's acorn. I stole it, and it was easy. Silly. If you want it, you'll have to... But that's all I have to say about that. An answer. Now, what shall be the first? So you claim. They sent you. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away. I dare you. Yes, I live here, and it's not as... They're out there and looking. They will... But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. Nay. Where were you born? So you say... But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away. I dare... Who am I? Why do you want to know? Did they send you? Did they tell you to ask? Oh, did they tell you to pretend to be an innocent stranger with a head full of fluff and nothing? I'm trickier than I look. I survive still, and the trees, they leave me be. I've won. They... So you did. But I'm watching you. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an... Nay. Let's see. Do you have a knowledge? I knew that. Or did I? I forget now.
I love this guy. Whoever's voice acting this guy really is putting his foot in it.
Who does it? Drat. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask.
It's giving
ask
Katya
away.
vibes.
I dare you.
I'm very lonely.
Let's see. I'll trade you. Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn? Oh, yes. Many things are buried deep here. Treasures. Yes. Yes. What do you have? Coin? What possible use could I have with coin?
Wait, do I trade the scarf that I'm supposed to give the guy? I feel bad giving it to the...
That's your business then, isn't it?
Okay, we'll trade you later. Is he gonna kill us if we open his chest? Let's try.
I'll do it.
We can become Blood Mage now! We did it! Yay! We're criminals! Just in time for Pride to be over, right? Okay. It's funny. I don't know who, but I saved the page for the tank build and someone changed it while we were doing it. I didn't think that anybody would touch this guide or has touched this guide in a while. Apparently he's gonna attack us, so... Yeah, we justify it to ourselves by saying that, what? Owen did it. I guess we'll try it out. I guess we have to go back. That's okay. I think this is a good place to stop anyways. I don't remember. I played so much of Skyrim, but I never finished it. I think I was upset because my ally died. Oh god, here we go. Oh no, it's immune! Oh god, I don't want to die! A lot of good that... Well, I guess that makes sense because they don't have blood. I guess we shouldn't use that on them. That makes sense. Oh, the Dark Brotherhood storyline. Oh, yes, 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 I do remember. I do remember this. Again, I never played that storyline because I was too chicken shit. Uh-oh.
I do not think we made any progress.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're leaving. Sap. Man, this place is big. She big.
All right.
Oh, again. Didn't we fight you guys already? Oh wait, you guys have blood. They resisted it too. What good is this ability?
All right. I'll get on it. Now it's better than later.
Oh god, there's Revenant. Oh god, okay. Oh shit. That's rude. much healing. Great. Now we need to kill that stupid mage. Get back here, bitch!
Now is better than later.
I don't like that this game makes us go all the way back to the camp. Alright, the blood magic's working. Finally. Glad to know it works on something.
Make a preserve.
No one's getting out alive!
Okay.
What do you wish? Truly, an agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow? Or perhaps a breastplate? Moving in, I will craft... What do you wish?
You have returned. Is there... You have news? Have you found her? That is her scarf. Where did you find her? What's become of her? So I was right. But what became of her? She told you that. Here it... Now I should go and make arrangements.
And then... Where's the loser? There he is.
So, have you found a pelt? Fred, I have to go. Dana, I have wonderful news. I finally have my pelt.
Really? It is marvelous. But I thought you could not enter the forest.
I didn't. A wolf came out and
So you're a... How marvelous. This is...
Here.
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest. I don't want your efforts to go. I thought to make a necklace out of it for my bride, but I want you... Then take it with the... And now, I am afraid I must rest.
Okay. Hi, Instagive, how are you? I was gonna close the stream, but I'll leave it on a little bit longer for you. Because I like you.
Something on your mind?
I wonder if there's anybody that we can get to help to save the Hala. How to save... Maybe we should just kill the hermit. This bargaining is dumb. Same. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our alien foe.
I am pleased that you brought Dagon back to us safe. We need every hunter we can find now.
Is there anything else that I can sell? I guess I could, I don't want to... Let me see. Do you want me to keep the dust ring? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, maybe we have to kill the hermit. This day was definitely a trial. So, all right, so what happened, what had happened was, for bubble clients, I have to call the client to check in with them. I think it's to touch base with them, to introduce myself as, you know, like, hi, I'll be performing for you on so-and-so date. Does all of this info sound right to you and everything? I wish that the office would do it, but I can somewhat understand why I have to do it, because it builds familiarity, and also, like, you know, I can make any adjustments on my end anyways if I'm the one that asks, is this the show that you want, right? And I've never had an issue with checking with people until today, because if I don't get a hold of somebody, usually the office is able to get a hold of them for me, and they will tell them to call me, right? Usually I leave a voicemail or I call them, they will answer, or they will get back to my voicemail with an email or a text, right? So I call this place like literally like 4 to 5 times like throughout the week. I get nothing. Some of it goes straight to voicemail, and then the voicemail is full. So that's great. And I'm only provided one number, and I'm like, if this is the number that they gave us, then this is the number that's supposed to work, right? So then, let me just change it back to me. All right, so, not sponsored by Kleenex. I look really cute today. I think it's the hair. Do you guys know if I take, like, if like a piece of my glasses broke off, do you think Costco will help me? Because this isn't like fixing something that was bent out of shape. It's like replacing a piece of it. This is embarrassing, but like one of the like, you know, like the nose guards, like the thing that sits on your nose is missing from one of the sides. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. And now I'm living weird. Thanks, Instagib. I know, but is Costco gonna fix it for me? Because I have one of the nose pads is still on here. The other one is missing, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. Or maybe I just need to buy my own. I don't know. I feel like Costco's cool enough that they should like help me with it. I don't know. Excuse me. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, do you guys see this? One of the nose guards is missing. I was so fucking annoyed. It really bothers me. But I can't put my contacts on right now because I was taking a nap and I put them not in like the cups. I put them in the disinfectant, and so it's gonna burn my eyes if I put them on right now. So anyways, they don't get back to me, and it's literally the you know, it's literally like, even like I call them like during the weekend too, and they don't get back to me, right? I call them like as much as I can, they don't get back to me. I tell the office, they tell them that they'll email me. Nothing happens still. Like there's not even like an invoice, there's not even like an assignment invoice number that we usually assign to like our clients for every show that we do. And so, you know, I don't know what to do because the office didn't tell me like, hey, like, don't worry about this, you know, like they never got back to us, so we're canceling the event, right? And me, because I am apparently an amazing, sickening employee that anybody should be on their knees for, to hire me, I still wake up early, even though it is very early for me, and I don't like waking up early if there's nothing to do, right? I call them again. I still get a full voicemail, so I try looking up the school, because it's a school that booked us. I look up the school and I find a different phone number. I call that number, someone answers it. It's the client that I was supposed to contact for the entire week. She tells me that her phone was broken for the whole week. And I was like, okay. Well, hopefully Costco will do it for me. If not, then I'll find somewhere else. Or I can probably just get it on Amazon and just put them on myself. Anyways. So it's literally like an hour before the event is supposed to start, and she's like, "Hi, yes, I never got a call from you guys." I'm like, yeah, I tried calling you, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, my phone was, was broken for a while. I'm really sorry. You guys should have called me on a different number." I was like, "Okay, I never got a different number, but are we still good for today then?" And she's like, yes, we're still expecting you. I'm like, okay. So, you know, I didn't have time to wash my face. I drove like 18 miles, I think, which is, honestly, it's not a lot. The amount of miles that I've driven this past week. Ooh, I need to fill out my invoice for this month. It's going to be a lot of money. I'm very excited for that. You know, so I drive over and everything. So literally, if it wasn't for me and my actions, I believe, like, the company would be out of money. And, you know, the company, you know, unfortunately, the office is not open. Nobody fucking works or answers their phone or their texts at the office during the weekend. So like, it was literally just up to me to see if I could like contact them, or I could go back to sleep. I feel like nobody would have blamed me, but like, I also was afraid that somebody would blame me. And like, let me tell you, this place, it wasn't a mess. It was just that, you know, I feel bad for her. She seems like a nice lady. She's like a little frazzled and a little understaffed, you know, Because she was like, you know, I have 3 phone numbers and I gave them all to you. And I was like, okay, well, they only gave me 1 phone number, so that's the one that I used. And also, she initially wasn't sure. Also, she was like, okay, you know, like, and like, are you gonna need help to get to the next show? I was like, what do you mean get to the next show? I thought I was doing both shows here at this location. She was like, no, like, you have another show at another location. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then she calls them, and, you know, so basically she's like, I don't know if I want to do a second show, even though I booked one with you, because, I don't have that many, like, kids in the other class, in the toddler class. And I was like, okay, I can try asking about that. And she was like, oh, no, and so she tries calling them, and she apparently, like, gets in a tizzy with them because, on the phone, like, my boss is the one that usually likes telling the admin person what to say. I think the admin person defers to my boss a lot, which is fine, right? But she takes it as an insult, you know, the whole, like, if you want to talk to me, then talk directly to me, and that all that shit. And I'm like, girl, you should be thankful that this event is happening, period. Like this would not be happening because, like, we also tried emailing you, and you also did not, apparently you didn't check your fucking email either. And we sent you the email before the weekend started. But she gets in a tizzy, right? And she gets rude. I don't know what she said. I don't really care. But then it turns out that the toddler class has enough people. So I still do the show. Do I get a tip for any of this? For, like, being the main person, and also for her, she doesn't like unleash her frustrations at me. She just vents at me a little bit of like, I just fought with your boss, like, you know, I was really insulted when I heard the way he was speaking and everything. I'm like, okay, all right. And what else was there? Yeah, it was just a mess all around. Like I should not have to do this for the company, right? Like that this is not my fucking job, right? Like, it is not my job to chase people down, like to that degree. And also, like, all of you were asleep. Like, it was up to me to make this better. I know I could have just let this go, but, like, you know, if there's money involved, then, like, I'll try to get it, right? So, she didn't think to contact you. Well, the thing is that she never got any of my voicemails because her voicemail box was fucking full. Cause her phone was broken apparently, and she wasn't checking her fucking emails. So, yeah, exactly, right? Like, I don't understand why it wasn't urgent for the office also, right? Because if I didn't act, we would be well past the time of the show to start, and then they would have to, like, wake me up or something and be like, "Why aren't you there?" And I'm like, well, no, they wouldn't do that. Like, they know that she's not confirmed, right? They know that she's not confirmed, but then she would have wondered what happened, right? And that's also her fault, right? She never wondered, like, oh, how come they didn't call me? How come I'm not hearing from them, right? So it's both on the office and her, right? Because the office was not in a tizzy about it during the weekend. Nobody bothered trying to, like, figure out what was going on with her, right? I think maybe they assumed that it was just that, like, she ghosted us and it's canceled or something. But we've had the school as a client before, apparently. I don't remember. I was never there. And then, yeah, so it was just a mess all around. Nobody wanted to take fucking action. People think that I'm weird for like, being so, like, frazzled and, like, always being so organized, but, like, also, like, look what happens on the opposite end of it, right? Like, people are just like, oh, well, I'm sure it'll work itself out. Yeah, it usually works out because the fucking Virgo with OCD is probably on the case. So, I took pity on her, basically, and I also took pity on the company. They don't deserve it, but I did it, and I'm getting extra money for it, thankfully. Extra money as in my standard pay for like doing doing 2 shows like that. Not extra money as in like, great job, here's an extra tip for saving the gig. From either of them, by the way. I feel like one of them should have coughed up some money and been like, hey, you know what, you went above and beyond, that was fucking amazing. You really ate that, girl. Here's $20. Like, and you know, it's funny because like I feel like everybody says that they hate passive aggressive wording, but I feel like when you work in corporate, right, or in any sort of like work situation, that's kind of like the only way to like safely navigate workplaces, right? Is to be very passive aggressive, right? And when I say passive aggressive, I don't mean like, wow, it would be nice if someone did this. I'm saying like very roundabout in the way where I'm like what I should have said, right, to the company is like this is not my job, this is bullshit that this happened, right? Like I should not be on ice waiting to confirm for this to happen. Like, I told you that I couldn't find this person, you didn't do anything during the weekend, and it was on me, and I saved it. This is not my job, and I deserve extra money for this, right? But what I wrote to my boss was like, I'm really sorry for going against, for not consulting you first, in contacting this person. It's not like my boss would have chewed me out, but like, well, I guess maybe he would have, because like, who responds? I don't have faith in people responding to me being upfront with them like that, even though it's the truth, right? Of being like, this is ridiculous, like, I should not have to be doing this, like, I should not have to call this person an hour before and see if it happens. Like, that's your job to try to track this person down, not me. So I was like, oh, like, I'm sorry that I called this person without consulting you, but, but I'm really glad that the event still happened, and like, it was by luck that it wasn't luck. There was no luck involved. It's because I'm a fucking good person. I was like, I'm just glad that, the event happened, and, I just happened to be up at that time, and I wanted to check one last time. So that was my wording. Like, that's the closest that I could get to of being like, I don't know if this is gonna happen again, babes. Because this was an accident. It wasn't an accident. But, like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this again for them. I mean, I was willing to because, like, it's good money. But, yeah. They should tip me for something. Even just, like, $10. I'll take $10. Just some gesture as a... Like, nobody... Like, I feel like my boss should have, like, profusely, at the very least, thanked me, right? At least profusely thanked me, like, thank you, like, you really went above and beyond, thank you so much for doing that. Nope. Just, I'm glad you did. No response from the office either. Yeah, that's also a part of like one of the few things I don't like about how things are run is that like they only pay for gas if it's like a certain if it passes a certain threshold of like 20 miles to and back, so like 40 miles total. Which I guess is something, right? I get it. Like, it's negligible at that point. But also, like, I don't like that I have to sometimes play hardball with them. So if there's a gig that takes a really long time to get to, like, I don't know, like 45 minutes to an hour, which has happened. It's happened last week. I'll say, like, okay, could I please get, like, a little bit of extra pay for, like, the drive time? Because, like, that's a lot of time, right? And sometimes they'll say, like, oh, like, we don't really pay for drive time unless it's, like, 50 miles or above. And I'm like, okay, so you don't pay period because most gigs are not 50 miles or above. And so sometimes like I have to like play hardball with them, and I have to be like, okay, cool, I'm cool then. You can give the gig to someone else. And then they'll cave on me, and then they'll be like, okay, fine, we'll pay you for the drive time. And I'm like, you could have just offered it to me. No, but they do pay me gas money, just not all the time. But yeah, I need to remember, I don't know when I'm going to do it. I need to do it soon. Maybe tonight, probably. I'm going to send my invoice. I'm going to get a lot of money for this month. I'm very excited for that big fat check. How many gigs did I do this week? Let's this month. Let's count. Let's see. 1 yesterday, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That's basically once a day, guys. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, my voice is breaking. That's not bad. And, you know, the pay varies from show to show, but, like, I think it's still gonna be pretty good money. Yeah, right? I'm just like, if I know that the drive time is going to be, like, almost an hour or something, then, like, can you just, like, trust me at my word? Like, if it is not, I don't know. I guess I can understand that, like, you might think that I'm lying to you to get more money, but, like, I've been with this company long enough. Like, I feel like I have, like, they should trust me a little bit more. I feel like I'm a really good employee. Can I tell you something else? Like, so, like, my friend that got me into this company, who also, like, is giving me advice around, like, oh, Instagip. So I went on a date yesterday with, like, this army guy that makes money and is cute. Yeah, I should do that, right? But are they able to keep track of the time with the GPS? They're too low tech for that shit. This isn't like they can't even afford a WeWork. Well, they don't want to pay for a WeWork office. It's out of the boss's apartment. My friend who got me into this job, she told me that, like, I think my boss caught the fact that right, but could they just argue that I could fabricate it? There's probably a way to fabricate it, right? But anyways, so apparently a performer was caught, like, not doing the show, period. Like, I was doing my own version of the show, and I was, like, I still was roughly doing the show, and now I'm, like, I was told to, like, stop doing that and to do, like, just the original version of the show, which I can do fine, for the most part. Someone was caught, like, just vibing, like, literally not doing any of the show, and they were just making bubbles for 30 minutes and then just having the kids do playtime. Like, no words, just vibes. Like, no tricks, just vibes. Like, it was, like... I think that's hilarious. Anyways, I think I've prattled on long enough. But yeah, it was a mess. I should not have... I don't know if I should have saved the company. It's not like I'm saving the company, but you know what I mean. I don't think that they needed... I should have done all that for them, but I'm like, hey, you know... You blocked me off for this day, I might as well do it. Oh, at the girl who vibed? Yeah. I'm pretty sure she was fired, thank God. I'm at the very least putting in effort. I'm at the very least not trying to, like, steal money from my boss, like, too hard like that. Andy's on today, so that's great. Alright, everyone say hi. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, 4 viewers. Look at that. Night. Child's Play Chucky film? What is that? Can you explain that to me on DMs? Alright, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, that's my day. I'm tired. I napped as soon as I came back and stuffed something in my face, and also a date happened, so that was nice.
Explore, dude. I don't think there's... I don't know. I think having no instructions is the best option. I mean, just enjoy the world, my guy. One Winged Chris, thanks so much for the raid. How we doing tonight? This is the hardest boss I've seen yet for me personally.
All right, up next.
Youngest team. A 1 seed in history.